Ride the wave, feel the light, it's frequency love tonight. Ms.Blue gon' take you higher, burning truth with sacred fire. Stay hungry. This is soul talk, rebirth from the womb. Say it with me, I can alter my course at any time. Tap in, turn on. Yo, your higher self already logged in. Tapped in, tuned in. Yeah. If you really want it, you gotta be it. As Ms.Blue has shared with the world, it's all about frequency. If you feel it, show it. If you want it, grow it. If you believe it, know it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Live it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing, I'm it. It's all about frequency. In the past I thought I lost it, but the truth was always near. Every scar became a teacher, every fall just brought me here. Now I'm rising with the healing, every light inside of me, not becoming what I'm chasing. I am the frequency. You feel it, show it. Show it. If you want it, grow it. Grow. If you leave it, know it. Know. All about frequency. Ask the question, how is this possible? The answer subtle, synchronicities audible. Keys unlocking, belief expanding. Frame by frame, new life commanding. No chase, no match, I embody the key. The light I own unlocks destiny. Raise my vibration, reality shifts. Every dream I desire already exists. Nothing's coming to me, no, no. Already here. When I raise my vibration, a vision is clear. Vision is clear. If you want it, grow it. If you leave it, know it. Believe it. All about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Give it. If you receive it, give it. No, nothing's missing.
Now, that's exactly what I wanted to start out with. And I brought some cards. This is actually a combination of the yoni and the lingam and the universal bowl that was handmade by monks and was gifted to me a very, very long time ago. Many of you know that I have played them separately, and it has caused all kinds of disturbances and uplifted energy all throughout the cosmic streets on the planet. And I just felt like it was a beautiful, absolutely a beautiful time for us to bring that resonance in. Hi, how's everybody feeling? How are you all doing? So glad that you all could join me here for the share tonight. I want us to take a moment as we gather ourselves in and really let's just send out some love. And however that is for you, I want you to do that. Just take a moment first to ground within yourself, drop down in the lower half of your body, take a couple of deep breaths if that is needed. Send some blessings and ashes out to the ancestors on the planet, as well as everyone who is here with us, who's here with us at this time. Yeah. And I thought, I brought some cards with me. So, good morning, good night, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you're tuning in from. I want to welcome you on into the live stream. Let me know what state, what country you are tuning in from, or what part of the world you're tuning in from. So, brought some cards with me. Yeah, got a couple of decks here. We're going to go through. Got a couple of decks that we're going to go through, and I felt that this is a good place for us to start. A good place for us to start because there is a frequency moving through this week, and I know so many of you feel this frequency that is moving, that is pulsating, that is flowing, that is disrupting, because in some cases it is disrupting things within us, within your physical body. Like you can feel it, even if it has not shown up in your world, you can feel it. And we can see it happening all over the planet. Many of us teachers, many of you teachers, we have talked about this time that we have just come into. It's here, it's now. And so everything that we can do to align ourselves, everything that we can do to more own this moment, step into it, claim it as our sovereignty, walk in it, right? Work in it, love in it, share in it, heal in it, grow in it, create in it is going to be life-changing. This is the awakening of a new spiritual renaissance. We're here. We're hitting the ground running, but we're taking our time because this is truly a marathon. It's not a race. It is not a race at all. So I brought some cards, and let me tell you why. Because sometimes cards are like that clear reflection and mirror of what spirit wants you to see. And so that's how I use, whether it's working with the tarot, working with the oracle deck, or working with some of the angel cards, or any form of divination, even if that is astrology, which is a form of divination. Powerful tools that we have here And we're going to talk about some more powerful tools about things that are coming up right now. So I want you to understand these are more than pieces of paper. When you think about these cards that they're written on, these charts that have been casted, this is more than paper that you are touching. They are activations tuning into you for what is already stirring inside. Already stirring inside. And so, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull a card from my numerology deck. I want to welcome you into the live stream. And I absolutely love that. Let's see if we can get a good glimpse of that. I'm feeling this 666, the vibe of letting go. And this is so much what the astrology is speaking to at this particular time. The astrology is actually working from inside of us. We have an agreement with the planets, just like we have an agreement with the elements on Earth, just like we have an agreement, not soul ties. Not soul contracts, because those have been gone. That was season 1. Soul ties are over. But we do have powerful agreements. The only soul tie you have is the soul tie to your own soul. But everything else is an agreement. And we've made agreements with the planet. And so, just as much as the planets is communicating and sending frequencies to us, we are sending frequencies to them. And so much of what I've been speaking about, and by the way, shouts out to everyone who did the 7-day challenge. Please, please complete the challenge. Let's make it full circle. Go back, look in your email for the original email. You would have received the follow-up email about the 7-day challenge. And this was something that was just open to the collective. Anyone could join. And the only thing that you had to give in exchange was your frequency to come back and, share this experience, to seal this in. It truly is all about frequency. This is the new currency. This is the new spirituality. This is the new healing. This is the new upliftment on the planet. Frequency is supreme. And if you understand that and really, really you've been tapping into that in a very profound way, I want you to type in chat, frequency is supreme, because it is. It's like, I think about when John Coltrane plays Love Supreme. It is supreme. Frequency is supreme. And so the vibe of 666, which is what the lunar eclipse was reflecting back to us. The lunar eclipse was literally reflecting back to us about letting it go. And many of you seen the message. If you don't follow me on social media, what are you doing? Follow. It's some good gems there. And I would love to get to know you, the work that you're doing in the world, and the things that you are showing up for and what you're showing out about. The Black Madonna came through and blessed us with a very profound message about letting go. And so things are coming up for us now. I've been in sessions with clients all week, and so much of what the sessions have been about is about what is leaving their lives. And I want to tell you this right now. There may be people, there may be friendships, there may be, jobs, there may be opportunities, there may be things in your life that is leaving. And as the saying goes, let them leave. Let them leave. Bless them and let them leave. It's for very good reason. We are all on the path of becoming more sovereign beings. And this isn't about being independent and stripping yourselves of everything and all of your connections, quiet as it's kept. It is something a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more soulful than that. It's about recognizing that I can see within you the God in you, the God goddess that lives in you. I honor that within myself and I honor that within you. And so we are now in a place where we are ready to hold ourselves to a different level of value, a different level of spiritual integrity. You see this dripping all over the planet. And we are coming face to face with our own spiritual integrity. And sometimes that takes a while to sit with. It takes a while to understand. It takes a while to extract the wisdom from it. It takes a while to even come to terms with it. It takes a while to be able to face it. And some are having a difficult time facing themselves. Old world technology doesn't work in the higher vibration. And in order for you to get there, you have to be one with you. And when I say one with you, I'm not speaking of ONE. I'm speaking of WON. You have to be one with you, meaning you have had to have won what it is that your higher self, your heart is truly calling you to come to terms with. Did you win? Because if you won, that's why you're here. That's why you're here, because you won. There is no war despite what is happening on the outside in the world. There is no war that is happening within. So, did you win? If you won, I want you to type one, WON, in chat, and I want you to put a star in the chat because I have been pushing out everything that has been channeled to me to give to the collective, to give to all of you from source on the planet so that you can win. Win that war that is happening on the inside. Because the more that we conquer the war from within, the more that the war on the outside will begin to reflect that same energy. It will start to light the path, the path of Pegasus, the path of the unicorn, which is the one that will be taking us into the age of Aquarius. I'm looking at you and I'm looking at you and I see that you won. You won the war. There was a war going on within you. That war could have been a couple of days ago. That war could have been a year ago. It could have been 3 years ago. It could have been 15 years ago. It could have been 20 years ago. It could have been 10 minutes ago. But if you declare your victory, you will silence the noise. You will turn away the disruption and the corruption, and you will come into full alignment of who you truly are. And I see so many of you who have won. Yeah, that's that shit right there. Can you win? That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about. We won. We won. And I want to hold this as a marker. See, a lot of people don't want to talk to you like this. I'm not here to give you a history lesson. I am here for you to make the lesson. I am here for you to pave the history. I am here for you to write the new rules. I am here for you to climb the ladder to the top so you can win. We need winners. We need those who win. As Lauryn Hill so very elegantly put it, how you gonna win if you not right within? This isn't about shadow boxing things on the outside world, because that's the hard way. That's the hard way of doing things. It's about going within. And we all know that self-love is the new shadow work. It don't mean that we don't come out swinging, baby, because sometimes you got to come out swinging in these streets. But you understand that where you claim your victory and where the work really gets started is at the root. And that is coming from within. Let no man, let no child, let no woman not know their power of claiming their victory when they have done the work. Because it's time for the real winners to please stand up. It's time for the winners to claim our rightful place, to stand in it and not be shook or moved. This is what these times are calling for. And I don't have to tell you that. You can look around and you can see that. You can feel it. It is real. But so is you winning. That is real too. So on this day, this very magnetic day, 9/11, for most of the world who is tuning in, on this day, we stand here in a different space. When it seems like so much is divided, I want you to understand that it is coming together for a greater good, but it requires action. It requires work. It requires us to come together. So don't be fooled by the illusions of what things may appear to be, and stay within the boundaries of your spirit of what really is happening. And because you are making it happen. So yeah, that was my little sparkle for you guys tonight. We're going to pull some cards. I want to welcome everyone on in. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. And yeah, always up for a good time. And this is about letting go. Let me tell you guys, I have been tearing Goodwill up because I done took about 4 bags to Goodwill. And I have probably, I don't even know how many more bags and boxes and things that I am going to be donating to Goodwill, to somebody who can get these things. And even to the donation box, I've taken several things there, clearing out things, not because they're useless, not because they're no good, but because my time has been well spent with it. And I want to clear things out so I can make room for the new that is coming in. See, it's a very powerful act that our ancestors understood about understanding about the I Ching. If you look at it from the East or looking at it from the African diaspora spiritual system, which we translate that energy and understanding of what we called feng shui. They understood about energy. That's why the houses in Africa were round. They had no harsh squares. Even though they recognized the power of the squares, they understood about sacred geometry. It wasn't just living in the heavens and in the sky. Sacred geometry was living within their physical being, and they were projecting these holograms out into the world and on the land and in their homes and in their houses. They were bringing all of this sacred geometry to life. And so you understand that when you have a square, When energy comes in, which is your Kundalini energy, and it is moving around your sacred space, it tends to get in the corners and it tends to hide. You ever seen that person when you're in a classroom? They sit all the way in the back. They're the ones talking all the shit, but they sit in the back of the class, but they're whispering. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be up front. They don't want no one to know that they in the class, but they in the back of the class and they yak, 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 yak. That's what negative energy does when it comes in your home. It settles in the corners. It settles in those places where it likes to hide. So you got to get into those corners. You got to wipe underneath those baseboards and you got to clean on top. You got to clear it out. You got to clear it out. You got to move that energy out so that fresh new life force energy can come in and it can flow around and the chi is free to move about. And this is the energy that's coming into your life. And you can see it in every area of your life, from your home to, how you think, your thoughts. Think about those thoughts that sort of crawl up in your mind, understand where your mean girl or your mean boy is, where the player hater lives. And it's telling you about what you can't do, telling you about what won't work. And it seems like every day there's this constant battle of trying to move this energy out the way. But you've done the work. You've put in the hours and you're ready to let go of those thoughts, of those feelings, of those things, of those places, of those people that is no longer serving you and that you can no longer serve, because it is a give and take. It's a give and take. And then there's some of you who is in your recalibrating season. You're not sure of what to let go of. You're not sure of who you no longer want. You're not sure of what is coming up for you. And I want you to know that this is a space to honor. It is a space to treasure, because this means that real transformation is taking place from within. I am here to be the reminder for you to don't quit, to don't give up on yourself, and to give yourself that love that you need, and take real time action when you feel it deep in your spirit. Take action. And sometimes that's going to go against the grain. Sometimes people around you won't understand. Tonight, it was a part of me that says, well, why don't you just wait till tomorrow? It's Friday. Because that's normally when you come on, Ms.Blue, you come on Friday. But those of you who have been here for a long time, I then gave that up. And I told you I'm going to be dedicated to my spirit, my higher self. And I understand that may not align with everyone. Everyone may not understand the moves that I'm making. And it's not for you to understand. I want you to trust the moves that you're making. And when that alignment comes, we will all come together. We have no other choice but to come together. That source frequency doesn't go to a select group of people. It is up for everyone who's open to receive it. And that's why you're here. That's why you're here. That's why we're here. And that's why you're here. So no matter when you get this message, I want you to understand, baby, it's divine timing. Yeah, divine timing. Speaking of which, we gonna chit chat just for a little bit. I hope y'all don't mind. We gonna get into pulling the cards, and we gonna get into the good juicy stuff, because I know y'all are waiting on that too. But I did a very special segment that I was inspired to do. I was working in the Akashic records, and It came over me. And I have a series called Divine Priestess. Many of you may know I have a priestesshood, and I am the head priestess of the Divine Priestesshood. And I'm so honored because that started, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago when we did the first priestesshood. I can't keep up. You guys will have to let me know. The Divine Priestess in the building, please stand up. I salute each one of you. I salute to each one of these beautiful, incredible, and magical women that I had the pleasure and the honor of working with more than a year each in the mentorship program of these women. And they're out in the world and they're doing some incredible, powerful things. Well, I wanted to kind of bring that nostalgia back and also kick it in with some freshness. And I will be doing a series and I will be hosting it primarily on Instagram called Divine Priestess, which is what the channel I receive for the priestesshood. That's why I call them Divine Priestess. That was something that was given to me that long ago. Before that word at that time seemed like it was out of sync. And everybody said, why are you calling them divine priestess? Oh, baby, now everything is divine. Just like I brought back the series Divine Timing. Why am I telling you that? Because some of you are sleeping on yourself. You're getting things, but it feels like it don't fit into the algorithm. Nobody is really doing it this way. It feels like it's awkward and it's odd, even to you. You don't have a blueprint that you can go by because no one else has ever done it before. So guess what? You have to follow that. You know how many awkward, odd moments I had from even being called the Oracle at a time on the planet. Yes, we've had oracles. You guys were calling me the Oracle even before the movie came out. The Matrix, even before the Matrix. So don't allow yourself to be fed by the algorithm. You are the algorithm. You are making the algorithm come to you. Do not allow yourself to be tainted by the outside world when you're getting a pure, clear channel. Use it. Put it out in the world. Know your magic. When no one wanted nothing to do with magic unless you were talking about Disney World. Why am I telling you this? Because we are on the precipice again, yet again, right? This Renaissance season is gearing itself up. And many of you have these seeds and foundations and these buildings for this golden era, this new spiritual renaissance we're entering into, and this creative renaissance, but you're holding yourself back because you don't want to look odd. You don't want to look out of place, and you don't want to trick the algorithm into not liking you. You got to get out of that. And I will humbly say that's why you're here. That's why I am your teacher. I had to go up against a whole lot of things that at the time when I started, there wasn't people doing it. I was doing live readings, live streaming way before Kai Sanat. Well, he might have been streaming, but he might have been about 6 or 7 years old at the time. But I was doing a different kind of streaming. I was doing live readings. Not because it was sexy, not because it was the new fad, because that's what I was being called to do. I was given Akashic record readings live on radio, live. People were calling in from all over the world. Waiting list more than 3 years. Still got a long waiting list, right? Before I knew of a Dolores Cannon, I was taking people under into past lives and beyond. And they were speaking about coming from different star systems in different places. But if you want to hear the hard truth, I'll give you the hard truth. The African American community, those of us from the diaspora, was not ready to hear the things that I was doing. So I was considered to be an outcast, because I wasn't speaking the language of what people known to speak. I was not doing the things that others in the diaspora was hooked on, which was about health and healing, community and family. I was doing the community, but I was not doing it their way. I was doing the healing, but I was not doing it their way. And quite frankly, I think they just didn't know what the hell to do with me. I wasn't hotepping them. I wasn't peace and blessing them to death, even though my love, my presence was giving that love. And I was going around telling people that self-love is what we needed and that I truly loved them. I received death threats from me, myself, and my family. All kinds of things happen. You name it, it happened. From people attempting to sabotage, to backstab me, to tapping in my phone lines, to doing all kinds of things just because I was different. Just because I didn't fit into the mold. Fast forward. People are looking at you like you are strange if you don't understand about astrology. Strange if you don't know about self-love. Strange if you are not doing some sort of spiritual work. Strange if you don't understand about your intuition and your psychic abilities. Strange if you don't know about your chakras. Strange if you don't think that you can heal yourself. Now these things are becoming more common. And I'm honored and I'm proud to join the lineage of the people who came before me, the sisters, the brothers, the people on the planet who was doing this work in such a profound way, to say that I helped to move the needle a little more. And so now my call to you is that for each of you who listen to me, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, and no matter what you look like, because quiet as it's kept, when I first came on the scene, it took me almost 13 years before I even showed you what I look like. The only thing you knew was the voice, was the frequency. So I'm not jumping on some hot train. This is shit that I really live. This is shit that I've really done. And many of you have been in the trenches with me from day one. And I love you all. Whether you've been with me from the beginning, or if you came somewhere on the journey and you are still here, or if you showed up just tonight, I love you just the same. Because it's going to take us to move the needle. It doesn't need to be 8 billion people on the planet. We just need a few light workers for us to do this. And y'all are the ones. You are the ones. You are the ones to do this. When I started on YouTube, because others were streaming my work on YouTube, I would put up the fancy clip art. Quiet as it's kept. I'm the first one to do that. Nobody was doing that. They was trying to make the thumbnails. I wasn't doing that. So I want you to understand that part of my gift is to keep us not ahead of the curve. We making the curve. We are the ones making the pathway to go forward. That's what I'm telling you. So when I'm pushing you just a little bit more, when I'm kind of like, giving it to you, I know what y'all think. She drips fire, and I do. By the way, She Drips Fire has not gone away. She Drip Fire is still here. It's still here. I'm still working on it, like I'm working on everything, right? It's still here, but don't worry. She Drips Fire is still coming. But we got some other things that we got to do, that we got to get to. So I'm telling you all of this because real recognize real. And that's why you're here. That's why you're here, because we are that reflection. And so, no matter what it is you do in your world, you desire to do in your world, I could tell you how many times I got counted out. And I wish I could say I just got counted out by strangers and people who didn't know me, but I got counted out by people in my life that was close to me in my life. And so, the point that I'm telling you, sometimes your vision is just your vision, because you're a visionary. And when you're a visionary, you're going to be giving something unique. You're going to be giving something that nobody else can see. I don't care what kind of glasses they put on, baby. I don't care what kind of crystals they channeling with. I don't care what kind of ayahuasca journey they're going on. I don't care what kind of water they sprinkle on their ass. I don't care what kind of meditation they go in. They cannot tap into your vision. And I need you to know that. You know, there was something that sort of rocked the world the other day. And a few people brought it to my attention, and I want to speak on it. I don't know if you guys heard about it or not, but I think this is a good time for me to speak on it. And let me put up my first downloads on it, because I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. I really want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. Mhm. 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 I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it for just a moment. If I could do this, I want to talk about it. Mhm. So, there was a conversation, and oh my goodness, thank you all for the super chat donations. I'm definitely going to go back and shout you guys out. But there was a conversation, and I just seen a little clip of it. I didn't see the whole thing. And people were in uproar about the comment that Tabitha Brown made about telling people to go get a job. Anybody hear that? Anybody tap into that or come across that, where Tabitha Brown was telling people, whatever you're doing, it's not working, you need to go get a job? And there was kind of this mixed debate where some people were saying she's telling the truth, and other people were saying, New Diamond, you heard about it? Yes. That she, right message, wrong time. Gotti 777, you heard about it. Nicole, you heard about it. Listen, I have even said to some people, you need to get a job. But listen to what I'm going to say. I didn't tap into Tabitha's energy or read her energy because it's not necessary. But I want to speak to you from this point of view. Sometimes people are telling you what they want you to avoid because of their own struggles and their own pains. Sometimes when people are talking, they are not speaking to you. And you need to know that, because I think sometimes we take so many things so personal. But if you are some way moved by it, you're either going to be a part of that solution, or this is something you need to pay attention to because there is a message for you in it. And I want you all to just be able to move like that, because many of you are speaking on your own platforms and you're speaking to people and you're saying things. And I will tell you, I'm certainly not comparing myself to anyone, but I will tell you, the more that you get into this work, you're going to piss a lot of people off. You're going to piss a lot of people off. It's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. Some of them will have the guts to tell you, and others will smile in your face and still be pissed at you. You understand? Now, that's not the goal, but I want you to understand that some of that comes with the territory. But I want to say about the honesty of the statement. We're living in a world now where more than 300,000 African American, brown, and Black women have either left the workforce or they have been laid off. And so hearing a statement of this magnitude coming from another African American woman, and I didn't hear the whole thing, so in fairness to all parties, but just to hear a clip of something. What if somebody came in and just snapped a clip out of your mouth of what you're saying and not giving you the backstory, not giving you the contents of what generated this conversation, when you're not able to tap into your intuition or your higher sense of knowing? Or even if you are, it can be, the lines can be quite blurred. It can be quite blurred. One of the things I will tell you, I think you should go get a job if that's what you want to do. Go get a job. I think you should go get a job if you are in a desperate situation and a job has presented itself to you. Presented itself to you. And that is your solution in that moment. And that's what you need. Then yes, because you don't know what is waiting for you on the other side. See, we come from a place where we like to get milk and cookies and think that all we got to do is dream it in our minds and not really do any action and things will happen. And that's not always the case. You have to put in the work, not just internal work, but you have to also take action. That's why in real time, one of the things that I want you to take from this discussion and conversation, because a lot of frequencies are coming into the planet. The Schumann resonance have been off the Richter scale, and we're about to come into some pretty high peaks. We already came into the first peak, the 9-9 peak. We're going to be coming into another peak as we continue on this. And then it's going to get into an even higher peak as we get to the end of the month. And what is happening, it's causing disruptions within the mental plane. And that disruption, when it comes in, it sounds like static on the line. It's like listening to your favorite radio station, but you can't tune in. It's like just when the song gets good, it starts picking up something else. And this is what's happening. And so it's important that you tune in and you are using all of your tools, dropping down out of your mind into your body, right? So that you can really tap into your higher self. Really tap into your higher self. Mm-hmm. Now, when this next report comes out and we really find out how many businesses are truly closing, really, this is another great wealth exchange. It's a wealth exchange. Them women, them sisters who have been let go of corporate America or they never went back after COVID, these women are builders of the new world. So if you fall in that scope, whether you're a woman or man, whether you're of the diaspora, well, everybody's, let's just keep it a buck. Everybody's from the African diaspora. We could just say that. So if you're on the planet and you fall into this category, what I want you to understand that there's something greater for you. And now it's time for you to dig in and get that work. And when I say get that work, I'm not talking about that just hustle on the outside. I'm talking about that deep understanding on the inside. And you are moving in a purposeful way, an intentional way. You understand? You are moving in an intentional way. You understand? Uh, in this moment, the tough love has played itself hand where it's empathy for your audience who spent and I get that. That's what I thought too. See, you can't talk crazy to the people who are supporting you. Not unless you always talk crazy to them. Y'all say I always talk crazy to y'all. So y'all used to me talking crazy to you. But I'm talking kind of crazy to you so you can be on the right side of yourself. But if I'm not used to talking to you like that, then you would be offended coming in the door. Matter of fact, you would never stay. And so this is why it's important to build a rapport with the people you connect with. And this is why I build this closeness. There's some people out here, you ain't going to get nowhere close to them. Run me my coin. Somebody was saying that they went to a Chris Brown concert and to get in the VIP section, how much you got to pay. And then if you want a picture, how much you got to pay. And I'm using celebrities because that's another star planet on our planet where those kinds of things are. But even in the spiritual community, you just don't get to run up and say, "Oh, Ms.Blue, I'm having a little bit of trouble. Can you call me and walk me through it?" And I get on the phone and we key, or you send me an email and I just answer your question. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. Not even in the spiritual community. They're not doing that. So I need you to understand and recognize where you at and what's really going on, because it's going to get real strange. The world is going to get real strange, and we know this. We know this. It's going to get strange. It's going to get weirder because it's changing. And we're going to see more of this coming to light. This is the year of the Great Awakening. No, I got your message, Sage Page. I got your message. I said, don't forget the silence of the Black woman who did not stand in solidarity with Black women who have supported you. Yes, you're right. It should have been a message for that. It should have been a big time message for that. Like I said, I didn't hear the whole thing from start to finish. So I'm speaking on what I did hear. And it feels like some of the conversation was taken out of context. And it also feels like some of the conversation was something else, right? Like something else then trickled down. But don't worry, you will see what that trickle down is. I'm sure we all will see, because there will be some more things to come out. There will be some more things to come out. And this is what I'm telling all of you so you can understand. We study these things because these are case studies. This is not about putting your head and tucking it away from the world and not wanting nothing to do with what's going on. Oh, absolutely not. Not if you're a real metaphysician, because you understand about signs and symbols. You understand where the undercurrent of the collective is moving. We operate more like the higher self here than we do the collective. So even though I say collective, we are more operating in the perspective of from the higher self than the collective. Because baby, that collective out there is getting wild. Imagine waking up and not knowing where the hell you at. This is why y'all got to get activated. Because it's a lot of people who done woke up and they don't know where they're at. They have no clue. Where am I? They don't know where they're at and they have questions. They have questions that only a select group of people on the planet can answer those questions. And that's you. That's you guys who have been doing the work. So when I encourage you to tell you to get out there, when I say get out there, what's holding you back? Why aren't you sharing? Why won't you tell this? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? What's the reason? When I was growing up in Brooklyn, because I'm from Brooklyn, I'm a Brooklyn girl. We used to have this saying back in school when somebody steps to you and they would say to the person, you ain't got nothing but space and opportunity. Like, here I am, right here in living color. Ain't nothing but space and opportunity. Let's go for it. And that's what the world is telling you. You ain't got nothing but space and opportunity. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm going to tell you a message I got more than 20 years ago. No one's coming to save you. And that's on the records. No one's coming to save you. No one. No one. No one is coming to save you. No one. No one. They're not coming to save you. And here's the reason why. You're the savior. Mhm. That part. It has been bestowed upon you to save yourself. There's people to help you, to guide you, to give you tools, to assist you along the way. But that saving, baby, that's all you. That's all you. That's all you. And isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a good thing? Because you can wake up like this and say, today, that day, and mean it. And mean it, because we are coming into the time where we can't do what was the story when we were kids and the chicken used to say the sky is falling. What was that called? What was that called? What was that book called? We used to have to read, and she used to go around telling everybody the sky is falling, the sky is falling. What was it called? Chicken Little? Was it Chicken Little? What was it? Was it Penny something? What was the book? Come on. I know some of my OGs in here. I know some of y'all, we in that same class. What is that called? Mm-hmm. Chicken Little. Y'all know about Chicken Little. And it was Henny Penny, Chicken Little. There you go. Thank y'all. Thank you, New Diamond. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Priestess Melanie. Thank you, Lola Falana. Thank you, Cassandra. Yeah, thank you, Earth. Y'all, thank you, Kelly B. I know y'all know about Chicken Little. Maybe y'all need to go back and put that on your book list to read. Read Chicken Little. Because that's what some of us are doing in our lives. We're around here saying, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, the sky. No, sky not falling. The sky is falling, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. So when that shit really fall, everybody gonna say, no, that's what they say all the time. Just all the time. The sky is falling. Ain't no sky fall. That's why I made that post the other day. You got to train when the sun is shining. You're not training for a disaster. You're not training for pain. You training because you know today I can get that work. It's a great day. And tomorrow I may not feel like doing it. But your values, your discipline, your intentions and your dedications and taking inspired action, that's going to save you. It's going to save you every time. It's going to save you. So, yeah, the vibe 666, the vibe of letting go, new things ahead, lead with love. Let me tell you, I ain't never been so happy to see 666. Because if you like me, before you came into this, when you seen 666, you was shaking like like Scar when he seen Mufasa. Ooh, the number of the beast. This is a beast right here. This is beast mode, baby. It's lock-in season. And it's time for you to get moving in this lock-in season. Yeah. We got to hold the line. We got to hold the line. So now I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to pull some cards for us for the rest of the weekend. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? It is so good to see everyone in the building tonight. I want to say thank you for the super chat donations. Let me go up here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I think I'm gonna stop saying that. I am. I think I'm gonna stop telling y'all to like and subscribe because I know you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it. If you really like it, you're gonna do it. You're gonna go ahead and do it. You're going to go ahead and like. You're going to go ahead and subscribe. You're going to go ahead and pass the live out. You're going to go ahead and screenshot it. You're going to go ahead and repost it. You're going to do it anyway. If you feel it, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. And I want to give a big, big shout out to Mighty Saffron King. Thank you for that super chat donation. You guys, I feel so bad when I don't do the super chat donations. I want to give a big shout out to Lola Falana, one of our moderators here, who just is awesome and amazing. And I want to thank you to Lola as well. Papa Flan, thank you so much. But I want to go back to Mighty King here. Mighty King Sapphire says, champion. That's right. Champion season. I love that. Papa Flan. Papa Flan said, I am winning and letting go. Ashe, 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 ashe. I love that. Noodles Zen, am I saying it right? New Needles Zen says, I remember the voice. Laugh out loud. Thank you for the super chat donation. And Linda Jenkins, I want to say thank you so much for the super chat donation. Thank you guys. It truly is an honor. For the most part, it's a one-woman show here, with a lot of support and love from all of you all. But it is a one-woman show. So I thank you all. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot of support from me to get here. And I honor everyone that helps with that support. And that's all of us here together. I also want to say thank you to you guys who y'all just love to light my day up. I'm in the middle of a meeting or doing a session or out and about, and you hit my Cash App and that sound. I'm like, wait, what's going on? What's happening? Thank you all. Because it does go to help to support. I promise you, I'm probably pouring a little. No, I won't say pouring too much in, but I do take all of it and pour it in so that I can show up and do this work and we can have good equipment. We can have live sparkles that I've been giving out for more than 20 years. You understand? So I can have that, not sprinkles, but sparkles. You get pure sparkles, that high frequency, that high vibration that is there, you know? So I thank you all. I truly, truly thank you. It touches my heart each and every single time. So now, I want you to understand that if you have been faced with some sort of challenge this week, this isn't a roadblock. It's a recalibration because we're all being recalibrating so that we can move higher. So we can move higher. More of what we're doing, we're going to be spending time in 5D, and you're going to know it. You're going to know when you're in 5D. You know, we've long talked about when the world was going to split, you know, and many psychics, visionaries, mediums, you know, everyone has talked about this, people having near death experiences as well about the world splitting. Well, there's not going to actually be two worlds. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. It's going to be one world, but it's a frequency. And this frequency allows you to see the world in a very different way, a very different light. It's no different than you seeing, or sometimes they have these drawings and they hold it up and they ask people, what do you see? Do you see a man? Do you see a woman? Do you see both? Do you see a young girl or do you see an old lady? That same sentiment, if you take that same sentiment, this is the same understanding about your frequency. Based on your frequency, this is what you will see, this is what you will experience based on where you're at. Mhm. Yeah, y'all hear that frequency? Yeah. Yeah. So, I want you to understand that. A lot of Mandela effects. We're going to have more of those moments to come in. And the weather is going to be doing its thing. And can I say, baby, it's going to be cold outside. It's changing. As hot as it's been, it may never be that hot again where you are. As cold as it's been, it may never be this cold again where you are. So we are truly living in some last days of a particular era, of a particular time, of a particular chapter. And things are going to be sort of closing out because this is what this year is about. And this is what we have agreed upon. This, why these frequencies of this 9-9 energy is coming up, and it's coming up in this profound way. So even your challenges this week are not roadblocks. They are recalibration. Mm-hmm. 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 You just have to trust the song that your soul is playing, because baby, it's playing a song right now. It's playing a song for you. It's playing one. Yeah, it's playing one.
Yeah. If you really want it, you gotta be it. As Ms.Blue has shared with the world, it's all about frequency. If you feel it, show it. If you want it, grow it. If you believe it, know it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Live it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing. I'm it. It's all about frequency.
So you get what I'm saying. It's truly, truly all about frequency. It's all about frequency. And I want you to understand, your girl right here wrote those lyrics, baby. Go ahead and give me my credit. I wrote those lyrics. That's not me singing. I seen some of you said, that's Ms.Blue singing. I wish. I have a cat suit on right now on somebody's stage if I could sound like that. That's not me singing. Now, Baby Blue can sing like that, but me, I can't sing like that. Otherwise, I'd be on tour. I'd be on tour singing. As much as I love music, I'd be on tour singing. I have a cat suit on, diamonds down my back. Lipstick popping, and I'd have the light shining on me, and I'd be on stage singing. Yeah. So no, that's not me, but I did write the lyrics. That's right. I would be giving Big Mama character. That's right. Main character energy. It'd be all in your face. I sure would. I surely would. It surely would. I surely would. And what about it? And what about it? Yeah. Yeah, the cat suit. That cat suit, listen, go hard. Don't sleep on the cat suit. It's coming back out this fall. Watch what I tell you. It's going to be all over the runway. Cat suit. Yeah. All right. So you all get the point of what I'm saying, of what's happening. Because energy does speaks more than words. It does. Mm. Mm. Let's tune into this one more time. Let's tune into this. Let's tune into this. Yeah. Yeah, that felt good. That felt good. Felt good to feel those frequencies, to feel that vibration, to feel that frequency. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's going to be an outage coming. And this is one of the predictions I made for 2025, but I feel like an outage is coming that will have a lot to do with electronics, power outage that is going to be coming. And also a lot of we interrupt this broadcast, we interrupt interruption in social media, like a special broadcast, a special announcement is coming. A big announcement is coming. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I want us to remember as we get ready to leave this week and go into next week. Number one, you're not lost, even if you feel like you're lost right now, right? You're not behind. What you're doing is you're recalibrating to tune into a higher bandwidth. That's what it is. Higher bandwidth. Mhm. A higher bandwidth. The dissonance that you're feeling is proof that you are stepping beyond your old grid. So we are going off the grid. We're going off the grid we're used to. So if you feel a little willy wonky this week, little bit of up and down, little kind of all over, it's because you've officially stepped off your grid, your old grid. That's what's happening. You've stepped off your old grid and you are stepping into your higher bandwidth. Listen, listen. We are in eclipse season. Eclipse season is here to teach you how to manage your emotions. This is the whole premise of the eclipse. It's so you can sit with your feelings and sit with those intense, baby, emotions. Learn how to tune in, tap in, connect with your emotions. This is what eclipse season does every single year. So you can see this is, if you can think of it, where the shadow dances with the light. So you can understand how the practice that self-love is the new shadow work. If you've been doing self-love, then these moments of these highly charged emotions, you can love yourself. Then you can sit with yourself and you can love yourself some more. And then you can allow yourself to love yourself some more, not wanting to push the feeling away, not wanting to just get out of the feeling, but you can sit with it so you can get a full understanding of where this unearthing is coming from. This is the eclipse. The veil on the planet has since been thin. But I don't want you to worry about the veil on the planet. I want you to worry about your veil. And this is why you will hear a lot of spiritual teachers talk about this. And if you've taken some of my energy frequency classes that I've been doing over the last, I don't know how many years, but very intensely over the last 3 years, you will know that I told you your crown chakra is where your veil is. That's the veil you have to thin. That's the veil you have to lift. That's the veil that you want to connect with. That veil. And the more that you expand your consciousness and your awareness, you tune into who you are thinning your veil. You are expanding your consciousness and awareness. Earth veil has been thin. We are no longer at the same location that we once was in the Milky Way galaxy. We have been traveled upon travel. We are light years away from where we once were. So I want you to work on your veil, your crown chakra, that veil. Because this is where the second snake from the Kundalini energy from the caduceus come in. Everyone talks about Kundalini and they talk about the coiling of the snake at the base of your spine. But that Kundalini energy is only one. If you look at the caduceus, how many snakes do you see on the caduceus? You see 2 snakes, but most people only talk about 1 snake. And that snake, they only equate to the chakras. But there's a second snake. And that Kundalini energy does not come from inside of our sphere. It doesn't come from planet Earth. It comes from the center of our galaxy. And that Kundalini energy comes in through the crown. But if you haven't opened or expanded your crown, then that energy cannot come in. That is the energy that is built on your frequency. That is the energy that cannot be tricked by the intellectual mind. It cannot be tricked by a moment of light. This is the second Kundalini energy that the mystics and the shiny ones and our ancestors speak about. And that Kundalini, when it comes in to awaken, you are forever changed. And your veil is forever thin. That's what you want to work on. This eclipse season, your emotions, your feelings, so deeply within your soul. It's here to teach you about your emotions and your feelings. The priestess know, one of the things that I taught in the divine priestesshood is intuition first, then your feelings and emotions. Never first. Okay? So, yeah, it's time for you to claim your universal citizenship. It's time, not just as a human who is bounded to Earth, but as a galactic citizen, awakened and sovereign. This is what we're here for. This is where the world is moving. This is where we're here for. And so we're going to be talking about Andromeda. Ooh, I just get the chills whenever I say that. How many of you are connected with Andromeda? Or you heard about the constellation Andromeda? Or you heard about the beings from Andromeda? So I'm going to tell you, Andromeda is coming to light at this time for a season. Its frequency is here, and it's here for a reason. I received this download. It's here to dissolve the old and prepare us for the golden changes that is ahead, and to activate the gifts within you that maybe you've forgotten, maybe that you doubted, maybe that was hidden. This is the time to awaken them. So, this is why Andromeda Rising was birthed. And this is going to be the next Galactic E-Files. It's the next Galactic E-Files. It's a frequency tune-up for star seed awakening, a living transmission from the beings of Andromeda, and the Galactic Council is going to be channeling this energy through me. And this is going to be, we will gather for 2 live transmission. You will receive a digital activation. We will be in a residence chamber together. There will be a Q&A for witnessing, for sharing our transmissions in real time. The replays will be open for a short window. You can revisit, you can integrate with this energy while it's still alive. Yeah. Yeah. So, the Galactic E-Files is called Andromeda Rising. I'm going to put the link in the chat, give you a little bit more insight. It is a part of the Galactic E-Files, and it's for star seeds. We're going to have a live transmission. And what I'm going to be doing, we're going to meet twice. So this is very different than the other Galactic E-Files that we have done. This Galactic E-Files, we will meet twice for the live transmission. You will also have your own Starseed Andromeda activation sheet to know what your activation from Andromeda is activating within you. So there is a download they gave me to see how this energy can be and will be activated inside of you. We're going to meet. It will be later this month when we have the first transmission. So there's nothing for you to get here now. This is about securing your spot. Spots are limited. Because of the amount of work that we're going to be doing during these 2 live transmissions that you will do, everything that you will have, your work packet, everything. This is a real live transmission session. So you will be doing the work. We will be doing the work together. You will leave and you will have your star seed activation Andromeda map with you. You will have that finished, whole, and complete. There will be nothing for you to do outside of that other than take action on those things that you received in your live transmission. I'm going to tell you what this kind of took me into. Many of you remember back in the day when I did a live Akashic record reading and I pulled people in as a group and I took them under as a group. And to date, I still go back and read those emails because you guys were like, it was so powerful. And you could even see each other in past lives with one another there. So we're going to be going into this. This is very, very unique. This is something that I've only done in select groups, like either in Self-Invested or things we've done in the Divine Priestesshood or some of our workshops. And this is not a workshop. It's not that. And this is not a class. This is where all bodies will be participating in this live transmission. And we will have 2 of them. One of them will be during this month of September. Whatever email you sign up with, that's what you will, where you will receive the information. I will let you know ahead of time so that you can prepare yourself for that transmission. You will get access to the recording because it will be a live transmission that is taking place in there. We're going to be doing this collectively as a group. And this is going to listen. I heard the call. I stepped outside on the grid and moved towards this. This is about activating your internal technology to all the things that we are doing. So if you feel called, I want you to read everything that is on there because I carefully ran this by the Galactic Council to make sure that this is exactly what needs to. This isn't for everyone. I want you to know that. But if you feel called, oh, you know you feel called. But this isn't work for everyone. Everyone is not going to really, you know, feel called to this. But for those of you who are, and I know that you are here, I know you feel called for this is your invitation for you to secure your spot, your seat, so you can be present for this live transmission. And I just want to tell you guys, I'm so excited. I will be giving you more updates as we gather more to this. But I know some of you are just ready to get into this work. You're hearing things, you're connecting with things. I was on a call this week working in the spiritual consultation. Some of you are already getting transmissions. You're not sure where they're coming in from. A lot of these transmissions are coming in from Andromeda, and they have a very strong and soulful connection, a very ancient one that takes them back to our ancestors. So I was pretty excited. I have worked with Andromeda. It's not beings that I work with in the past, like in my earlier years, constantly. It was some of them that I didn't know they were from Andromeda until much later on my journey. I realized where they were from. They have a unique set of characteristics and some power for you coming into this new chapter, this new golden age of where we are and what is needed at this time for those who are stepping deeper into their purpose and channeling this information in this profound way. Um, and so I know if you feel called, then you will receive the transmission. One of the things that I want to do, I love documenting the live Akashic records. So it will be recorded and you will get to share your transmission with the group. And that's one of the reasons why I am doing it this way, why I'm doing this way. Listen, I know you guys want to. I want to speak to something because some of you are asking me, do I have Cash App? I do have Cash App. If you want to sign up for the class, though, I really, really want you. I need you to click the link. If you have a specific circumstance that's just way outside this sphere, hit me up. But your girl got to keep up with her accounting books. And so that's what I use for this. But if there's certain circumstances, reach out. We'll talk about how we can make that. But my Cash App should be up on the screen. I don't know if you guys see it. Is it there or is it not there? I can't even see. Yeah, it's there. But yeah, so I want you all to see this. But I know some of you are called to this. I know some of you, and I want to say thank you to those of you who have already secured your seats there, and you have the activation art that is there. I am super excited for all of us. Where can you find the link? Here is the link. I'm going to put it back in. Let me see if I can add it to there. I wanted to give it to all of us here first so that I wanted us to can I pin this? Oh no. I thought I could pin the comment. I wanted all of us to have it here first. It's not completely open to the public yet, because I wanted to put it on for you guys. But after the show, I'm going to open it up so it will be there. It'll be on Front Street where everybody can see it. Now you can only get it through the link. Okay. So, but after the show, it will be open for everyone after the live stream here. But I am so ready. Many of you have heard me. If you've been in some of the classes, you've heard me channel. You've heard me channel. Some of you have had the Black Madonna session with me. You've heard me channel. And some of you have heard me channel the Oracle Council, right? And the Galactic E-Files. Some of you have heard me channel the Galactic E-Files, and you've been there and been present for that. So listen, I'm just excited. And I want to say thank you to everybody for the super chat and the Cash app. Listen, y'all are just hitting your girl up. And I love you so much for it. And I thank you all for the love and for the support. And I thank you for doing your work, the dedication of doing the work, of us doing the work. But I'm really excited to bring these channels through to you guys, and really for you guys to open this channel up so you can start bringing more of these channels out into your work and to others that you are connected to as well. Because I know Andromeda coming through, just like when the Seven Sisters came through, and they're here too for this activation. They have massive downloads. They told me that they are giving to those of us on the planet so that we can bring this message through. There is, for many people, I've had my own personal experience. And, what I would tell people is you don't need to be someone who's been abducted. You don't need to be someone who has seen, many of these transmissions that we're getting, that sometimes we give to spirit guides or the ancestors or others, even though it feels a little different. These are part of our origin family because we are universal citizens. We are galactic citizens. And so we do receive otherworldly insight and information. I certainly have, and sometimes I've been left perplexed when someone asks me, where did you get that from? And I tell them, this was a channel I received. Many of you have heard me when I tell you about your spirit guides. I will tell you, and there's something else. And they say, what, very few people would have the guts to say, well, what is the something else? The something else is when I have seen a sentient being that is there with you. And so I know that your starseed family has come. Truth be told, we are from all of the star seeds era, because there's a portion of us that lives inside of us from all of the different galaxies and constellations that exist. We are cosmic beings. You understand that stardust that is there, it carries light from all of these different places. But there are certain connections that are undeniable. They are undeniable. Science hasn't caught up with it. The psychology of our world has not caught up with it. And quite frankly, even our own living on the planet has a very limited understanding of these connections and this understanding. And we've only had a few teachers who have been able to come through and bring glimpses of this information through at a particular time to help it make sense. Well, we're in this golden era. We have to now carry on where our ancestors and those who came before us in doing this work and documenting the living records of our time, of what's happening with the people, what's going on within the consciousness, what's happening, where is the communication, where is the sourcing coming from. There is a new channel that I've been shown in the records. And when I tell you it freaked me out, and I don't get freaked out, I got completely freaked out. I got freaked out to the point where I came out of the channel and I had to sit with myself for at least 24 hours, because it took me back to the time, back to a very, very ancient time. It took me to an ancient time, and then I was taken inside of this room. And when I went inside this room, I sat at the table and I asked the question, what is coming? And I seen some things. I only let a part of this channel out, but I'm going to show you what the other part of this channel is. And I'm going to share that with you right here with all of us. The first part of that channel I've talked about, and that was that in the United States of America, that we got a whole new constitution. Many of you remember when I talked about that, about us getting a whole new constitution, like the forefathers who wrote on the wall, like all of that stuff was in a museum. And we could take our children and our grandchildren and others to go see it because these were the foundations of what the world once was. But now we had a new constitution and it was completely different. But I'll tell you what else I seen. After I left out of that room, I went into another room. And on that room, I seen some books. I seen a Quran. I seen a Bible. I seen some ancient scrolls. I seen some things from Mesopotamia. I seen some things from the Dogons. I seen some ancient writings, some ancient carvings. And all of a sudden, the table flashed and the light came. And in front of me was a new book. And this new book was being written. And they said, this is what's coming. It's just like when the Bible was channeled, because the book is a book of channels. That's what all of the Bible is. It's people's personal account with source. All of the great ancient books were channeled information. And we are preparing ourselves for this spiritual renaissance where we will have our channels, and this will become the new sacred text that move us forward into the future as we step closer and closer into this next era of this new chapter in this new world as we get deeper into the golden age. But it was very dark. When I could see people writing, it was dark. It was dark. And then light started coming in. The more people would channel and they would receive the channels and they started writing, it became lighter and lighter and lighter. And this is how many of the spiritual teachers, we are explaining this time that we're going through this period of darkness, but then it's going to get light again. Well, that light doesn't happen by osmosis. We are the light bringers here. And so we have to fully step into our sovereignty of who we are unapologetically and really be willing to bring more love, more light to the planet and really expand our consciousness to understand that we are universal citizens. And even though we may belong to a particular place on the planet, the one continent, another continent, a country or another country, we stand up as light beings and we illuminate the way to God, the divine source. And we channel this information to help continue the lineage of those who have chosen to come and be on planet Earth. And so I know that this right here is going to be pivotal. It's going to be pivotal for us to pay attention to the downloads, the channels that we get, that we become good stewards, we become good scribes, and we are taking the notes that we are gathering from source, that we are getting from God, the universe, the most high, however you want to say it. I don't even want to get into that because that whole understanding is coming to a place that it's becoming unearthed. It's not that it's becoming unreal, but people are really going to understand what it really means to be of a godly being, because we have exacerbated this. And this is what, they have told me. We have exacerbated these things on the planet. They have become corrupt. They have become muted down. They have become powerless. And so we are in the times of dusting it off, allowing it to become shiny again, allowing it to shine through the essence of this energy, of this force, of this God light to come out of us so that we can be back in the times of magic and miracles and be in the time where the light workers are really shining bright on the planet. And some of these things will become second nature. Our education system, our schools, from the food that we eat. I mean, we're just beginning to scratch the surface of the work that we are doing. And it's going to take those of us who have chosen to come back for this time, for us to walk through that arc, for us to walk into that space and to really give to the world what we came to truly give. So I'm glad that I could get that channel out here because I've been holding that for a long time, just waiting on the alignment for that to be. And I know that if you are here, you are doing the work. You are making a difference. You're making a difference first and foremost in your life and your country, in your city, in your town, in your state, your province, your region where you are. You are making a difference. Don't stop. We cannot stop. We must keep loving ourselves. We must keep expanding our consciousness. We must make sure that we're taking good care of ourselves. That's another thing. Andromeda is a little different than some of these other celestial beings out here. They don't really get into the nuances. They really are for the people. That's why they're highly connected to the energy when it comes to our understanding of the zodiac of Aquarius and Pisces, a strong connection there because this is Aquarius for the collective. And I'm talking energetic. So we all have this in our chart. And Pisces, which is where the spirituality lies when we're talking about it in its highest frequency. And so they are tapping into this energy right now. And these downloads are here, these transmissions are here. It is here. It is here for us. So check it out. See how you connect with it. See if it's something that's calling you. And oh, I'm almost scared. Don't tell me we sold out already. You guys, let me look. Cause I gotta watch y'all. I gotta watch y'all on a good day. But I want to say thank you to everyone. Oh my goodness, who has felt the calling, who has signed up for this. This is sure to be life changing. And I am so excited. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of us. Every single one of us. No, there's still some spots, but y'all know I gotta watch y'all. I gotta watch y'all. I gotta, I gotta watch. I gotta watch y'all. Y'all leave me speechless, and sometimes that can be hard to do. But y'all have managed to do this for quite a while to leave me speechless. So if you're interested and you feel called, then I want you to tap in. I want you to connect with this so we can do this work. So we can all do this work together. So we can start laying the foundation. And I just will tell you guys this. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming. When I said I was going to be doing the Galactic E-Files, I didn't see this coming. And I'm glad. I love it when source, the divine, surprises me. That's why I tell you guys, knowing this work is not about being a knower. It's not just about knowing. It's about the path of trusting. It's about the path of trusting, expanding, and growing. It's about the path of opening yourself up and allowing yourself to become whole. That's what wholeness is about. Wholeness doesn't mean you do everything, you know everything. That's not wholeness. Wholeness is when you can expand. Wholeness is when you can trust. Wholeness is when you already can allow what you don't even know that is coming, but you know it's for your greatest and your highest good. It's for your greatest and your highest good. So I didn't see that one coming, y'all. I didn't see that coming at all. So I want to pull some cards here. And again, I want to say welcome. You guys, let me know what country you're tuning in from. I know some of you know how to put the flags up. You got to educate your girl on how to be able to do that because I don't know how to do that. Yes, Cassandra, you guys ain't playing. Don't play with it. Don't play with it in these cosmic streets. I love it. One day I'll tell the story about Cosmic Street. It won't let me pin. It won't let me pin it. I don't think I can pin it. When I tried to pin it, it said, what you want to do? You want to put the user in timeout? Yeah, it's not a pin. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Yes, Brittany, the Galactic E-File Council came through, the Oracle Council first, and then Andromeda came in. And so I love it. I have channeled the Pleiades. I've done many of the different tribes, if you want to call that. And I've done that. But Andromeda, this hit a little different. And I'm so here for it. I am so here for it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, whew, yeah, this Andromeda coming through. A live transmission, you guys. I'm so excited. And again, if you feel called deeper into this Andromeda current, I want you to click the link. But whether you step in or not, just to receive the moment, I want you to know that Andromeda is rising. And you're going to hear more people talk about it. Mark my words. You're going to hear more spiritual teachers and channelers, and that may very well be you that is talking about Andromeda is rising. It's rising. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's get some let's get some calls. And soon the calls are coming. We just ain't got time to do the calls tonight. But the calls are coming. The calls are here. We got to test it out. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull some cards for the rest of the weekend. I want you all to hold your intention along with me holding my intention. Let me know in chat how many cards should we pull. Let's pick a number. Should we pull 7 cards? Should we pull 9 cards? Or 10? So 7, 9, or 10. Let's go. How many? 7, 9, or 10. How many cards? Let me know. 9. We got 9 on the board. We're going to try to keep up. 7, 9, or 10. 9. Got a lot of 9s. Mr. RJ says 9. Zanaya says 9. Brittany says 7. Shiva says 7. Roz says 9. King says 10. Divinity says 7. Guru Wiz says 10. Minga says 7. Crystal Dream says 9. Papa Flan says 9. Sheila says 6. That wasn't even up there, but I love it. Choose Love always says 7. 7. Madame Mojo says 7. Dinner with Jesus 3. I love it. I love how y'all just do your own thing. Dinner with Jesus said, my bad, 9. Lay Fairy says 9. I'm Osiris says 6. Y'all are just doing your own thing. You're just doing your own thing. Lola Falana, I think 9 has it so far. So far, 9 is winning. So it looks like we're going to pull 9 cards. We're going to pull 9 cards. And I'm going to give us this insight as we move into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Scorpio Parker says 9. Sherry says it's a 9-month. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's see. Kat says, I just got here. What are we doing? I would say 8 because I'm seeing that number. Well, we love it. Welcome on in. Peace. This is, you're from Hawaii. Okay. Peace to you, brother. Oh, I'm not going to try to say your name, but it's beautiful. Sending positive frequencies. I love it. Infinite gratitude, Sister Blue, for your divine presence. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. That is so powerful. You know, Hawaii came up on the spectrum so hard. Hawaii's been coming up a lot. It's going to be some big shaking going on in Hawaii. Some big things coming out of Hawaii. The kahunas are rising up all over. T-Girl is tuning in from Huntsville, Alabama. Rocket City. I love it. Welcome on in from Huntsville. And thank you for that super chat donations. You guys, I want to give a shout out for everyone who has given super chat donations, whether it's here, whether it's been on the live show. Thank you all for signing up. And also, thank you all for signing up for the class. Those of you who have felt called to sign up for, well, I'm calling it a class for the live transmission because it's a live transmission coming out of the Galactic E-Files. So, want to say thank you to you guys signing up. Oh, that's Princess Fula. Okay, okay, you changed your name. Okay, I guess my phone was hit by the eclipse. I love it. I love that. I love that. Okay, Sheila. I think not Sheila, but love out to Sheila as well. She probably could help me as well too. Lola Falana. I think we have. I think we have Lola Falana. I think 9-1. I think 9. I think 9 has done it. I think it's 9. Okay. So I got the deck. We're gonna get 9. 9. All right. I'm going to pull another numerology card and we're going to start with that. And I'm going to do a blast. I'm going to do a live blast. And I want to say thank you to everyone. Let me ring the bell. Everyone who has secured their spot in Andromeda is rising. Oh my goodness, you guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 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 Okay. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So, oh, I love this. Look at this. Look at this. Can't make this up. Look at this. From the numerology deck, this is what came up 4, 5, 6, 7. I want you to make note of this number. When you see 4, 5, 6, 7 in session together, this is the vibe of know thyself. You can't make this up. Stay true to who you are. We need to take this into this weekend. Know thyself. Yes, yes. Gotti 777 says, I've been seeing 4, 5, 6, and you got 7 in your name. 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. Let's look at our 9 cards for this weekend and talk about this energy that's coming up. And I'm going to tell you guys, I love it. Wow. Can you all see that? Let me know if you can see it okay. I got my green screen on, but I want to make sure that you can see that. You see the guy there? I want y'all to see this. This is signs. This is a card. It says the universe is speaking. You see 3 people sitting at the computer on their devices, and it's letting you know that you will be receiving signs and symbols, and they will come through things via your email. Maybe it's a phone call. I'm seeing now some of you will receive a phone call over the next 4 to 5 days. You're going to get a phone call, and that phone call is going to be the answer you were waiting for. Some of you, I see that you have your phone, and what you're looking up on your phone is some information because you're going to be signing some paperwork. It's an agreement, it's some sort of lease. Some of you are moving into a new apartment and or you're moving into a new location and you have to sign some papers. Some of you are signing papers about a long battle that is going on. Unfortunately, this looks like some sort of separation, something to do with child support, but you are signing these papers. You are smiling. It is finally coming to an end. It is coming in your favor. This is going to be true for some of you. I am reading for the whole entire soul group. Anyone who comes across this, I also see some of you will be signing a paper to get out of a lease. Some of you are trying to leave an agreement, a lease, or something you signed early, something you signed and didn't have, Spirit is showing me you didn't have a full understanding of what you signed. And this has been going on for quite a while. You've been trying to get out of this agreement. You've been trying to change some of the terms of this agreement, and you will get the answer. You will come across some information that will lead you to see that you will get the answer to be able to get out of this lease without penalty. And the universe is going to be sending you signs. You can even ask a question and it will show up on your algorithm. But what Spirit says is that you have to look deep within yourself. It is not the algorithm bringing you the question. It is not any of these chat systems giving you the answer. It is helping you to see the answer you already knew that is inside of you. Wow, I see some of you said you submitted an offer for your house. Be on the lookout. Now, look at this. Anytime I get this card in the Kim deck, the Remix Radio deck, I love it. Let me see if I can get it so you guys can see it. Oh, it doesn't want you to see this, sister, but let me see if I can get her there. Can y'all see her? Let me see if y'all can see her. Can y'all see her? Can y'all see her? Look at her. She's sitting down. She's looking. And it says north. This is north. And I want you to think about it because right now we're all being called towards our North Star. We're being called to go north. In astrology, South node is what we're letting go of. North node is what we're growing into. The South is what we must let go of. You understand? And so we have this Virgo, this Pisces energy that's here for us. And then we have our personal North node that we are moving into. And this is about research. So what Spirit is saying is that you need to do some research. And I'm not just talking about traditional research. Some of you, the research is going to be to go outside and go for a walk and to look at the plants, to look at the trees, to look at the grass, and to spend time in nature, because this is going to help you with this research that you're doing. It says here, obstacles. So I feel like there is some sort of obstacle, or at least you feel it's an obstacle in your way, right? You feel it's some sort of obstacle that is there. And this obstacle is not really there. This is really sort of asking you to step it up, to show that dedication, to put that discipline into the thing that you said you were committed to. Spirit is taking me back, kind of taking me back to like March of this year. These were some things that you committed to around March. I want to say, look at the dates. What Spirit is giving me, look at the dates between March the 23rd. Well, no, let's go back. Between March the 5th and March the 23rd. Go look at your emails, go look at your social media, see the things that you were into, find out exactly what it was that you committed to, because now Spirit is saying it's time to move north. It's time to go north. It's time to focus. It's time to focus. It's time for you to have an aim. You have to have an aim in order to move north. And then here's something interesting that's coming up for some of you here with this north energy. Purify. Purify. What is it that you have to purify? What do you need to purify in your life? Because Spirit is saying the more that you purify, the more that you will be able to move forward. It's like a heavy ball sort of holding you down, or like a backpack or a bag or something, weighing you down. Some of you have a physical backpack that you need to clean out, because in that physical backpack, there is an answer. It's an answer to what is next for you. It looks like it's in a leather binder for some of you. For some of you, it's tucked away in one of these pockets. For some of you, it's in the zipper compartment. For some of you put it in some sort of pouch, but there's a receipt. There is something there that is going to give you your anchor for you moving north. So here we go, north. Research is going to be key, but I don't want you to just think about traditional research. I want you to think about research through your dreams. Research. through your dreams. I want you to think about research. Go back through your notes, go back through your journal if you have them, go back through your email. Look at different statements and billing things that you're getting. Look at all of them because it's going to be a big breakthrough. You're going to see your moment to break through from here. That's just card number 2. Oh my goodness. Look, Earth. Earth is coming up. Look at that. I love this earth energy because it's so much about grounding. And so, what Spirit is saying here, there's 3 hands, and these 3 hands is holding earth. And you see the 3 plants there. Look at the 3 plants. Look at the 3 plants. Thank you guys for the super chat donation. You see the plant there? You see them holding their hands? So, when I see this is about planting seeds. Some of you have a big, big, big idea. This is something big that you're getting ready to embark on. Some of you are doing a whole 360. Like it's so wild. Like even the people around you think you're a little loopy. They think you're a little crazy. They're like, you're going to give all of this up and you're going to go do what? You're going to quit your job and you're going to do what? You're going to leave this relationship and you're going to do what? You're going to move from here and go do what? But you're planting seeds. This is what Spirit is saying. You're planting seeds. And so here it talks about touching the dirt, because when you take your hand and you grip it and you touch the dirt, you understand that this is the foundation. This is your foundation. So what many of you are feeling right now is that you're touching the dirt, and Spirit is saying, no, 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 no. Don't just stop at touching the dirt. You are to walk. You are to walk. And that walk is really, I want you to think of it as you consciously expanding your consciousness. It's like going for a walk. You're walking forward. You're walking forward. And you got a whole handful of seeds that Spirit has given you that maybe you forgot about, maybe you thought wasn't possible for you, or you think it's going to be too hard for you, and Spirit is saying no, you have seeds with you. So as you walk, you're going to plant. You're going to plant new seeds, and you will see, Spirit is saying, by the time we get to February, March, you're going to see that these seeds, all these seeds that you have planted, even though right now you're just touching the dirt, these seeds will grow. You will be able to water these seeds. You will be able to nurture these seeds, and you will continue to grow. And also, earth speaks to foundation. It speaks to foundation. This is going to be completely new. Like some of you, I can't even tell you, like you're gonna be so different. It's crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Like, you woke up the other day and I see that you wanted to cut all of your hair off. You wanted to dye your hair color. Like, you wanted to do this whole change because you're feeling this. You're like a warrior preparing for where you're going next. You're like the warrior who just won the battle and now you're ready to walk off into the sunset. And so, this is what Spirit is saying, is that you are finally, whatever it is, if it's your health, if it's a relationship, if it's financial things, if it's your living circumstances, if it's issues with your children, if it's issues with your mother, if it's issues on your job, if it's even issues with yourself, mental issues with yourself, Spirit is saying, yeah, you're going to get that confirmation this week that you are breaking free from all of this. You are breaking free, and you're leaving it all behind. And I want to move on to the next card, but I'm being called back. I'm being called back to this card. I'm being called back to Earth. And Earth says it's not just for planting, it's also for recycling, because a lot of you have compost. You have compost from bad relationships. You have compost from being in unhealthy situations. You have compost from doing unhealthy acts to your body. I see the physical body, like unhealthy acts to your body, to your mind. And Spirit is saying all of that energy, all of that compost, all of those things that you thought were worthless to you now, that was unhealthy for you, that was making you sick, bury it, bury it. These things will be buried in the dirt. As you move on, it will become compost. It will recycle. recycle itself into healthy, fertilized seed soil for those who are coming behind you, those who are coming behind you. So no matter what it is that you're going through, we leave compost. What spirit is showing me, we leave our compost of that experience, of those things that we went through, of those things that we have done. We leave that compost and it gets recycled. It gets recycled into a higher vibration, and it makes the next person, whether you know them, whether they're on one side of the world or the other, you are pulling that back into that collective to help them move past their situation even faster. Love that. Next, look at this. Can you see this sister here as she's looking out the window? And what is here? This is psychic thoughts. This is a push thought from psychic thoughts. And these are spiritual markers. And so, one of the things that's going to be coming up for a lot of us this weekend, we're going to have push thoughts. And this is a term that I coined a long time ago, probably about 18 years ago. Push thoughts. Push thoughts are, you're in the kitchen, you're cooking, you're laughing and chit chatting, and all of a sudden, this thought comes in. This thought comes in and it shows you something, or it tells you something, or it drops some sort of information inside of you. Like a thought can come inside and say, you know what? Tomorrow, you need to check that plug. You need to check that plug in the back room. You need to check that plug before you go to sleep. You may get that push thought. You may get the push thought, follow up with that person that you were about to get a job from. Follow up with them. That's a push thought. A push thought may come in and show you that, hey, I know you think you did something XYZ all wrong, but let me show you the light here. Let me show you why you went through this experience so you can get the wisdom out of it and you can move on. So you're going to be getting push thoughts. Make sure you write these push thoughts down. You want to keep either your digital notebook for these spiritual markers that are coming in, because they're going to be spiritual insight that comes in, almost like walking into a room. You ever walked into a business or walked into a room and the television is playing and all of a sudden you're immersed and looking straight at the screen and you see a scene from a movie? This is how a lot of us will get this push thought. Some of you will get the push thought. It'll come through the radio. It'll come through you driving in the car and listening to music, whether you do Apple AirPlay, Google Play, or listening from your phone, Spotify, or listening to iTunes. That song is going to come on. You're going to have a thought and the answer is going to show up, and it's going to be a spiritual marker for you. And you're going to know, because you're going to feel it within your body. You're going to feel it. It's going to be that answer you have been waiting for. Oh my goodness. So now let's talk about what's next. You guys call these 9 cards in, and I got to know, what do you have going on with you? What is happening with you? Who does this resonate with? Who am I speaking to right now for all of us here? And I know it's some of you. Look at this sister here. She got her boss move on. She got her shades on top of her heads, and she is looking forward. And this card is about trust. And it says, trust that the universe got your back. And some of you right now need to know that while it looks like nobody is standing next to you, while you have nobody in your corner, the universe has your back, and you need to keep going forward. You need to keep going forward because the universe has your back. And when you can have this kind of trust, do you know how much trust you must have when there's noise going on behind you? When you can hear things, when you can feel things, when you can sense things, when you can know things, and there are things happening behind your back, and they're not things that are in your favor, but you have no desire to turn around. You have no desire to speak to that person. You have no desire to go back and try to correct some shit that you know ain't wrong. You have no desire to change someone's opinion about how they feel about you or what they think about you. You have no desire. This is trust. because you know the universe got your back. And the same things that you've seen, the same things that you understand, that they soon too, if they choose to come into that level of consciousness, they will see it too. They will understand it too. They will get to know why you had no desire to turn around, not even a slight. Look at the sister. Does she look like she want to lean over her shoulder? Does she look like she wants to even turn around and go back? No, she's looking forward. She's moving forward. She's moving forward. This is what it means to trust. Let's go to the next one. Ooh. Look how deep this is. Look at the brother right here. Look at him. Look at the brother. Look at him. Look at him. When you got to stare like this, when you got to stare like this, I got to clear my throat. When you got to stare like this, find your purpose. That's it. Find your purpose. This is what this card is speaking to. It's about find your purpose to overcome obstacles and challenges. And look at this brother. He found his purpose. He didn't focus on the obstacle. He didn't focus on the challenge. He didn't focus on none of that. He focused on his purpose. He focused on what was calling him at the moment. That's what he focused on. And he was able to overcome any obstacle, any challenge that he had from the time that he was born up until this time. There was no race that can hold him back. There was no city, no state, no country, no law, no man, no woman, no child. He was focused on his purpose. And his purpose, he knows, is rooted in knowing who he is, loving himself, and moving by that action and staying true to who he is. And this is what I feel so many of you are going to get awakened to. You're going to get awakened to stop fighting your obstacles, stop fighting your challenges, and you're going to lock in because it is lock in season, and you're going to lock in to your purpose. And this is what's going to overcome everything that you have. I don't care if it's your health. I see someone out here is having problems with their eyes, and they've been told that something's going on with their eyesight and that they cannot see. Listen, let me tell you something. Technology, the greatest technology you have is inside of you and speaking to your subatomical particles. And so there is no equipment on the planet that can determine your destination when you are locked into your purpose, because you are greater than any technology outside of you. That inside technology is there. And when you're rooted in purpose, when you're rooted in the purity of your love, when you are rooted and committed to that expansion, then you can overcome any challenge. You can overcome any obstacle. See a lot of things going on with the eyes out here. And even some of you have been falsely accused of something. You've been falsely accused of something. Oh my goodness, Spirit is showing me too. You have been falsely accused of something. And here's the thing. Some of you know it, some of you don't. People have been acting funny. They've been acting shady. They've been acting crazy. And you don't know why. You've been falsely accused. But don't worry. Don't worry. Find your purpose. Things will come to light. You will overcome these challenges. You will overcome these obstacles. Those of you who have been falsely accused, don't worry. Move forward in your purpose and you will overcome. You will overcome. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's look at this. I love it when a superhero comes through. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the little girl sitting on the box. She got her super cape on. She is a superhero. She is activated. This is attitude. No, activate your inner child. And this is what I'm feeling for so many of you guys. You need to activate your inner child. Activate your inner child. You got to get back into the place of activating your inner child. You want to know what number card this is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 5, 6, 7, It's card number 7. Oh, Schiller. It's 7. So this is activate your inner child. Activate your inner child. That's it. We got to get back into this place. It will open up your creativity and allow you to tap in. When I say tap in, my goodness, I activated my inner child. I got my paint brushes out. I got my colors out. I got my markers out and I went to drawing. I went to painting. And anybody who knows me, I can't draw. I can't paint. I can't do any of that. But it is what I do. It helps me to activate the inner child within me. And activating that inner child opens up so much for you. Open up so much for you. And so this is where you sit. This is how you bring more of your life force energy into your physical body so that you can be operating at your highest frequency. Activate your inner child. And then look right here. You see this brother and sister standing together, looking out the window, embracing themselves together. Look at this, the brother and sister. This is the card of love. And it says communication, trust, and loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. And here, this is this activation for love. Some of you have had a rocky relationship, not only with yourself, but with others. With others. And so, what Spirit is saying, you have to lean into love. Love. Recognize the divine masculine and the divine feminine lives within you first. And we must bring them to a place of love, right? And then that love will succeed itself outside. And so it says here communication is key. So whether that's a family member, a friend, or anyone, communication, making sure that you are saying what you mean and meaning what you say, and, feeling, into your words and being clear about what you're saying. This is what Spirit is saying. And communication is going to open the door. I also see someone here by the time we get to March of next year, in between this window, it is a very fertile time. It's a fertile time. Some of you will be giving birth to new life, to new children on the planet. So if this is something that you're wanting, this is the time for that. This is a fertile window here. For some of you, you want to birth new businesses, new ideas. Don't think of it as just a physical baby. This is the perfect time to start that podcast. Start that business. Some of you want to start this cooking business, start that cooking business. Some of you are worried about doing it out of your home. Well, this is where we're working from. You're going to see more people when the census come out that work from home than ever, than ever. More people are going to be working at home. It's going to be like things that happen all over. They're going to be working from home again. People are going to be working from home again. And this is going to be happening all over again. We're going to go back home, right? So you're going to be giving birth to new thoughts, new ideas, new ways of being. This is going to happen for you. Communication is key. Trust. You must trust. You must build upon the trust, and you must have the trust within yourself, and loyalty. This is a word that sometimes we run from nowadays. Is where can you find the loyalty? And not loyalty to foolishness, and not loyalty to foolishness and corruption, but loyalty to your heart, because this is what holds loyalty. Loyalty comes from the heart. And when you're truly centered in your heart, then you can be loyal, because when you can be completely loyal to yourself, then everything you touch, everyone you meet, every connection is going to be built off of that foundation. When you have no loyalty within your own heart for yourself, then it's very hard to be loyal to anything or anyone else. So it all starts in that sacred portal where the physical and the spiritual world both meet within the heart. Those chambers bring that loyalty together, and love will be infused into everything you do. I can't help but hear our brother Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell singing, singing their song, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and just looking into each other's eyes, and also solid as a rock. I'm thinking about all of these power couples that sang together and sang about this love, helping us to embody this in the physical. So whether that is a physical love, whether that is a love of something you want to birth in this world, remember the foundation of this love is the loyalty and the trust. And this must come from your heart. And so you must be loyal to yourself first and foremost. And that loyalty will spread. It'll spread like passion and a wildfire of love into everything that you do. And then card number 9, card number 9. Can you guys see this? See the beautiful sister here. The beautiful sister here with the roses around her face, her head, and she has her finger up as if she's shh, whispering to the wind. This is the goddess Hetaru. She is here. She is the goddess of love, of beauty, of all things joy. And might I add, my given comedic name, but we all can embody this energy, this glamorous, what do you call it? Glamour magic of the goddess Hathor that used her love, who used her beauty, who used her senses, her multisensory abilities, and used her voice, meaning her voice to speak life, to give birth to the planets and the cosmic sky, her milk from her breast to feed the waters of the Milky Way galaxy that trickled down to us and Earth. She is the mother of life. Of as we understand the esoteric world or the unseen world, this beautiful goddess Hathor, who is said to have been the consort of Haru, the elder Haru, in her essence. The goddess Hathor is here to remind you that beauty comes from within, that joy comes from within, and that you're able to speak to the cosmos, you're able to speak to the elements, you're able to speak to the wind, the water, the fire, and the air, because they all live inside of you. You're able to connect to the stars because you are a part of the stars. You're able to give birth to things in this world and to be a part of that process because you are a process of Mother Earth. You are a process of her, the goddess that reigns supreme in her era and still to this day. Call upon her if you need to bring more joy in your life, if you need to have more love in your life, if you need to bring more beauty in your life, to be able to see the beauty in everything that you do. And I feel she is here for all of us here. We can take something. She is the goddess of song and dance and music. She is that goddess. She is the mother goddess of healing as well, too. So she brings the healing element in, and her twin, who is often known as the goddess Sekhmet, to come with her, as well as those two travel through the day and through the night, making sure that you are in your highest frequency and vibration. And so these are going to be, whoo, now that was a run. Speaking of which, that was a run. Wow. I haven't done that in a long time. You guys let me know if you want me to do more of these live readings. I haven't done this since we haven't had our phone lines in a long time. So I haven't done these live. I do it every day, but doing it live in a blast like this is a little different. But here's our 9 cards here. And plus we have our new, as I call it, new Morology card, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. And listen, Listen. How are we feeling? So, family, my goodness. I love you all so much. I love you all so much. I want you to know you are more powerful than you think. You are more powerful than you think. Just let that sink in for a minute. And this week, as we move into the weekend, I want you to understand and I want you to move. I want you to step. This is for the steppers. I want you to step as if the cosmos is playing its music through you, because it is. I want you to know, anchor only what is real. Only anchor what is real and release what no longer carries light. If it doesn't carry light, Caroline, we're going to call it. We're going to let it go, Caroline, if it doesn't carry light, because I want you to release what no longer carries light and raise into the gift of who you truly are. Please raise into the gift of who you truly are. It's given main character energy, as someone said at the beginning of the live. And you are the main character, baby. We all came to see you. We are all here because of you, right? I'm here because of you. We got here because of you. It's all because of you. You understand? Let's keep leading with love. Let's stay loyal to ourselves. Let's aim for our North Star. We got a lot of stuff on the plate that we can just really give and receive from and just continue to do this powerful work. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. I love you all so much. Andromeda is rising. Yeah. Andromeda is rising. I hope to see you all in that live transmission. I love you so much. Please make sure that you share your thoughts. Make sure that you leave a comment down below. There is a call to action. Let me know what stood out for you. I put the link there after the show. I'm going to open it up. Spots are limited. Let's go have an amazing week. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what's going on with you. I love you all. If you know someone who knows 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 someone who might could use some of this good, juicy stuff we putting out over here, these high frequencies, pass the show on to them. And I will see you all next time. We're going to hear some music as we get out of here because it wouldn't be a vibe without it. But let's go. Let's listen.
In the past, I thought I lost it, but the truth was always near. Every scar became a teacher. Every fall just brought me here. Now I'm rising with the healing. Every light inside of me, not becoming what I'm chasing. I am the frequency. You feel it, show it, show it. If you want it, grow it, grow. If you leave it, know it, know. All about frequency. Ask the question, how is this possible? The answer subtle, synchronicities audible. Keys unlocking, belief expanding. Frame by frame, new life commanding. No chase, no match, I embody the key. The light I own unlocks destiny. Raise my vibration, reality shifts. Every dream I desire already exists. Nothing's coming to me, no, no. Already here, when I raise my vibration. The vision is clear, vision is clear.